Hey, hi guys. So this is the video tutorial that I have created for resolving the coding interview questions that we have in our coding interviews. The first start would be from the basic ones. So this is the whole video tutorial for that. Means it's for everyone. Writing right from the one who is as a normal developer or who is just joining the company, and we would at a later stage we would be covering up some of the persons who has around 5 to 6 years of or the coding experience or the coding experience, and they are being interviewed. So yep, moving on to the actual questions. So the first question is from the FizzBuzz. So this one is the FizzBuzz problem, a well-known problem. I know it's a very easy problem, but in our interviews we would be asked that is there any kind of optimized way. There are during the interview. There are many places when the interviewer would ask that the current problem is solved using four lines of code. Is there any optimized way, or maybe we can reduce the number of lines of code that we are having, and we can reduce them to a more concise manner, if we can resolve the problem using that. So I would be resolving that in three different ways. One would be the obviously the very normal problem using the if else statement. The another one would be in an optimized way, where the number of lines would be concised. So this one is the FizzBuzz problem. So we are going to print a particular number based out of, if it's divisible by 3, then we print fizz. If it's divisible by 5, then it's print buzz. If it's divisible by both 3 and 5, then FizzBuzz. If it's not divisible by either 3 or 5, then print the actual number. So this is the actual problem that we are having. Moving on to the coding, how we are going to resolve it using coding. Okay, so this is the main function in which I have looped it. I have looped it thrice. The first from 0 to 100. Okay, in the first loop I am calling the normal function with if else statement. The second function is again from 0 to 100, but it is calling an optimized manner. So it's a concise code that we have written, and it is from 0 to 100, and it's up to 1. And the another one is again running from 0 to 100, but it is another or representing the same line of FizzBuzz code and resolving it in a different manner. So these are three different ways in which we have resolved. So let's move ahead to how we have resolved it. So yeah, moving on to the actual solution. So this one is the first solution that I have got. This is the first solution. So if it's divisible by 3 and it's divisible by 5, in that case directly print out the FizzBuzz word character as a part of the output. If it's divisible by 5, then print buzz. If it's divisible by 3, print fizz. And if it doesn't falls in any of this category, print the actual number. So this one is the first, or is in most of the cases we would be resolving it using this. At a later stage, when you resolve this, the interviewer may ask that is there any optimized way that you are aware whether this one it's basically a 4 line of coding that you would be doing. Is there any other optimized way? So you can directly go ahead and say yes, there is another optimized way. So this one is using the conditional operator. So what I would be doing is so you would be knowing that okay, prior to this, the question mark, it's a conditional, whether it's true or false. Based out of the condition, we make the actual logic. So this one is the first condition. If it's divisible by 5, in that case move on to the second condition. So if it's true, okay, if it's true, then this statement would be executed. So this one is the actual statement that would be executed if it's true, and this one is the statement which would be executed if it's false. Okay, so now moving on to if it's divisible by 5, in that case check if it's still divisible by 3. If that is the case, then print out FizzBuzz directly. If it's divisible by 5 but not divisible by 3, in that case it's print out buzz. That means it's divisible by 5 but not divisible by 3. In that case, print out buzz. If it's not divisible by 5, then check if it's divisible by 3. Okay, so if it's divisible by 3, print out fizz. If that's not the case, then print the actual number. Okay, so there is one more optimized way which can be shared, which I would be sharing with you. So this one is checking using the conditional operator. So this one is the actual condition, so the one like highlighted in blue. If the whole output of this, if it's I divisible by 3 and 5 is equal to string dot empty, then print the actual number, which is the actual number that I am having. If that's not the case, then print the fizz or a combination of or so if it's divisible by 3, then it would directly print fizz, and it's again goes to the second option. If it's not, then it would be blank. It would be there is no printout that we would be doing. If it's divisible by 5, then print out buzz. If it's divisible by both, in that case it would be a combination of fizz and buzz. So this is the another optimized way that we can resolve this particular issue. So we would go ahead now and run this particular solution. Yep, so this one we ran it till 100, and if you go ahead, okay, it's divisible by 3, and that's why it prints out as fizz. If it's divisible by 5, after 4 it's 5, it's divisible by 5, that's why, and not divisible by 3, and that's why it prints out as buzz. And it's divisible by both of values, it's FizzBuzz. It's not divisible, 13 is not divisible by either 3 or 5, and that's why it prints the actual number. So the first is up, it's ran. It's divisible by 5, and that's why it prints buzz. It's 99. It's divisible by 3 but not divisible by 5, and that's why it prints it as a fizz. Moving on to the, if 98 is not divisible by the 3 or 5, and that's why it prints the actual number. And this one is 89 and 90. 90 is divisible by means 18 into 5, and that's why it's 90, and it is divisible by both 5 as well as 3, and that way it's print out as FizzBuzz. If we move on to the second one, so it's again 89 and 90 FizzBuzz. Since 99 is divided by 3, it just prints fizz, and 100 is divisible by 5, it prints FizzBuzz. Yep, so that's all from my side on this particular problem. We would be coming up with upcoming videos, would be like on different problems. So I would just share you some glance of it. So yeah, so it would be like count the last 4 character in the string, so how much it's there. There are different problems that would be covering up. So there are a couple of slides that we will be covering up, so you can subscribe to my channel, like and share and comment, and feel free to share it to everyone. So if there are any kind of questions that you want that okay, even that should be covered as a part of this coding interview questions, feel free to add the comments, and we will covering in our upcoming videos. Yep, that's all from my side on this particular video. We will catch up soon on the later videos. Thank you everyone, bye.